Hey guys, sorry it's so late that I'm recording this and posting this, but over here in the Philippines on vacation, they know how to drink and party. Besides that, it's very simple. Programs needed: Lutris, exe Lutris, Proton Up Qt. If you want to, you can take a screenshot of this if you already have Lutris and exe Lutris and you already know how to use Lutris. This should be pretty easy to follow if you understand all that. But if you're new to Lutris and you don't know anything, you will need, of course, Lutris, exe Lutris, and Proton Up Qt. First, you're going to go to your Discover. First, you're going to search Lutris. That's Lutris, and you should get a few things that pop up. You'll see Lutris, it'll have this logo, and then you'll see add exe games to Lutris library. You're going to download both of those. And once you have those downloaded, you're then going to download Proton Up. Go to my favorites. Proton Up Qt. It's going to look like this: white circle with a green arrow pointing up. Go ahead and launch that. I recommend doing this before you go adding games or anything. It's not necessary, but I recommend it, depending if you're going to be loading repacked games or anything of that nature. I'm not going to show you how to do that. You can watch a video on YouTube on how to do that. I'm not sure if there is a lot of videos on it. I'm sure there is, but all this is it adds Wine Proton to Lutris, like different compatibility versions. I've added quite a bit. I've got 16 installed. That's just because some games, for example, I've tried using Lutris 7.2-2 compatibility tool, and it would just not launch. It would try to launch and just crash. So I would recommend going ahead and installing a good few amount of these, because you're going to run into the instance where you install a game, an exe or a repack, and it's just not launching. And that's because your compatibility tool is not matching up with what it needs. So I recommend just downloading a good amount. As you can see, I have 16. And make sure you have Lutris Flatpak enabled on the install for. You can do the same for Steam. For Steam, I only have one. That's the GE Proton 8-4. And of course, if you have Heroic Launcher, then it also has it for that as well. Once you've added the versions you want, of course, you're going to go to Add Version, and then you're just going to click the version that you want. All right, 8-12. I think that's a newer one, so I'm going to go ahead and install that one. And just like that, you can see it installing. This is what it's going to look like for you as well when you're installing multiple ones. You'll just get this loading bar at the bottom. Right now it's extracting. Doing this just so you can see what you're going to see, because I don't want to skip over anything and somebody get confused and then ask something in the comments. So now that you're done with that and you've added compatibility tools to Lutris, you can go ahead and exit out of that. When you first open up Lutris, there's this that pops up. Now, I've ran into sometimes that it'll just sit there and it'll just keep going back and forth, back and forth. And what you have to do is you have to go over here to Lutris, right click it, and then push close, and it'll close that, and then Lutris will open up just like this normally. I don't know why it does that. It's just something that I've noticed. Now, we of course, yours is going to be blank. You're not going to have anything in here. Another reason I like Lutris is because I have all of my game streaming, like my Epic Game Store, Origin, Ubisoft Connect, GOG. All of it's just right here in Lutris and ready to go. Um, but let's go back into what we were talking about. So now that you know what Lutris kind of looks like, you don't need to be in here just yet. So go ahead and minimize that. Go to your preferred browser. Go to riotgames.com, of course. Click this, just like on the computer. You're going to click League of Legends. It's going to take you to this. You're going to push play for free. It's going to take you here. If you don't already have an account, go ahead and make an account. But if you're watching this, you most likely already have an account. Going to click to download. It's going to take you to this page, and you're going to download for Windows. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and open it. This is a brand new one. I'm going to go ahead and delete this one since I already had it downloaded. I have tried Valorant, but there's quite a bit of workarounds considering it has it's their own battle eye type of anti-cheat. If I remember correctly, I think it's called guard or right guard or something like that. So there's quite a bit of different third-party workarounds that I have to figure out first before I can get that running. And if you would like, I can show you how to get that running. But let's go ahead and do this now. So now that you've got it downloaded, it's going to be install League of Legends. You're going to now go to Lutris. You're going to click your little plus button, add locally installed game, and then right here you're going to name it. So just go ahead and name it really quick. League. I don't have a Bluetooth keyboard. All I have is a mouse, so bear with me. Legends. Really enjoying the Philippines. I've been here for 2 months so far. 2-month vacation. Quite a while. But it's been lots of fun. Okay, runner. I've been here multiple times. You're going to click wine. Runs window games. Yeah.
We have extra blanket.
Extra blanket?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back. You're going to go to runner, and you're going to just kind of click the down arrow. You're going to click wine runs Windows games. For your game options, this is where you're going to set the executable. And the executable for now is going to be install League of Legends. I'm going to click OK. Runner options, wine version, mine default, and this one seems to work perfectly fine for the installer in the game as well. But it's Lutris GE LOL 8.7-1-x86_64. And that works perfectly fine for me. I haven't had any issues with it so far with this game. I did want to say that the commenter Twin Terrell, I believe I'm saying that right, Twin Terrell. He did mention that this is quite easy, and I just wanted to recognize that yeah, it is pretty easy, and recognize his comment. But let's go ahead and just click save. It's going to be just a gray square or rectangle, and of course, I mean, I can show you how you can add these. All you do is go to Google and you search up the game, and then you just add it. When you go to your configure, you can just add it here, and then you can insert your picture and whatnot. I'll do it right now since I already have that. There we go, save. That way we at least have some kind of image. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and click it, push play. It's going to start launching it. Going to go through like a whole process. And then right when this pops up, don't go press and install right away. Because when you do that, last time I was testing, it was trying to install it to my C drive as if it was a Windows computer. I do not have a C drive. So I've already changed it, but you're just going to go to the install path, click the folder, just my computer. Z drive is going to be your Steam Deck, and then home, deck, and then I prefer, this is just personal preference, but I like to have a games folder in my desktop just because everything makes it so easy to find everything. Click OK, and then you can go ahead and install. It's going to go ahead and start installing. It's going to do like a small, like real small install just so that it can have something to launch. And then once it launches the client, then the client will go ahead and start doing its install process. Just give it some time. You'll see the client pop up at the bottom. Again, just don't think that it's not working or anything, just give it time. And then right here, you're just gonna log into your account like normal. All right, and then you're just gonna hit your next button. Give it some time. You're going to see installing down here. This isn't the only installing it's going to be doing. Just like if it were on your computer, it's going to do a small bit of downloading and installing right here. And then once you push play, it's going to open up the actual League client. And then in there, it's going to do its install of like its more important files and whatnot. So I'll wait for this to install, and I'll be right back. All right, we're coming towards near the end of it. You'll see a little pop-up right here that's asking you if you want to enable like automatic updates. On the Steam Deck, I keep that disabled because obviously I'm not going to be playing this all the time. So on the Steam Deck, that is. So I don't want it to be chugging my internet while I'm trying to play a different game and it's trying to install an update in the background. So I leave it disabled. But coming here on the end. All right, now that it's done, we can push play. And open up League. Give it some time. When it loads up for the first time, it's going to take a little bit of time. Also, kind of depending on your internet speed and whatnot. I'm over here at an Airbnb in the Philippines, so the internet isn't that great. But now right here, you're going to want it just keep it plugged in and just walk away and just let it do its thing. Because I have in the past, when I was first doing this, I would exit out of this before this finished, and I would go ahead and make my Steam shortcut, go over to Steam, and then I would try to launch it in game mode, and it would just sit there and crash. So just let this sit, do its thing, and just download all the necessary game files, and I'll be right back after that is. You can safely close your game. Just go ahead and exit. Now that everything that's necessary has been installed, now you're going to want to go use Lutris, because instead of Lutris configuration, we still have the installing the legends as our executable. So just go to Browse. Remember where you saved it. That's why I save it in this games folder so it's easy to find. Right, games, League of Legends, and then you're going to scroll through here until you can see the client exe, getting close, League client exe. It's okay. And then let's just make sure. Yep, that's been changed. You don't need to change anything else, just hit save. Then you're going to right click, create Steam shortcut. Now that you've done that, you can go into gaming mode, and I'll see. Alright, sorry guys, my Decky recorder is not working, so game mode, I won't be able to record. And I don't have my GoPro since my son is sleeping right now, and I don't want to wake him. But once you go to gaming mode, all you have to do is go to your library, go to non-Steam, and then you're going to see the file that you created a shortcut, League of Legends, and you click that, and you just push play, and it should launch the launcher perfectly fine. It will take a little bit to load, but once it's loaded up, it's good to go. I apologize for that, but um, it's not hard from there. But if you run into any problems or anything, have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks, guys.